Good Friday evening. Welcome to LakinSports.com, Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks with you. Thanks for joining us tonight as the Bronx and Lady Bronx hit the road. We are in Goodland tonight. And if it seems like we were just here not too long ago, you are right. We were here not too long ago, just over a month, for the Goodland Topside Tip-Off in December. But we're back for a return trip as the Bronx and Lady Bronx get set to battle the Cowgirls and Cowboys here tonight in the Max Jones Fieldhouse. We apologize getting on just a little bit late, but nonetheless, we are on the air and we are streaming. So once again, welcome to everybody, and hope everybody survived the cold and the snow that happened on Tuesday. Believe me, Lakin got off a lot easier than what they did up in this area. Goodland only ended up with 8 inches, but 30 miles to the south, they had 27. So kind of an interesting weather pattern we had on Tuesday, but of course, you know what? Out here in the heartland, we're resilient. We can deal with it. We expect it, so we know how to handle it. Lady Bronx in our first game tonight. The Lady Bronx come in 7-4 on the season, and their opponent, the Goodland Cowgirls, they are the number 7 team in Class 3A, and they come in 11-2 on the season. These two teams met in the opener of the Goodland Topside Tip-Off in December, with Goodland defeating the Lady Bronx 53-12. So tonight, if the Lady Bronx can just get off to a better start, that game was 22-0 before Lakin even got a shot to fall. So a lot that the Lady Bronx have worked on since that. It was just the second game of the season. So I think the Lady Bronx have worked on a lot of things since then. They're a lot better team than what they were losing 53-12. So we'll see how it goes for Lakin tonight. Here's the starting lineups. First for the Goodland Cowgirls, their head coach Bill Bierman in his 4th year. They come in averaging 53 points per game. Wearing number 5, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 8 points per game, Jaxie Mitchell. Wearing number 10, a 6-foot junior, averaging 16.5 points per game, Telexa Weeder. Wearing number 12, a 6-foot junior, averaging just over 7.5 points per game, Lindsey Cure. Wearing number 14, a 5'11" junior, averaging 7.5 points per game, Olivia Lehman. And wearing number 23, a 5'11" senior, averaging 9.5 points per game, Emma Lehman. Here's the starting lineups for your Lakin Lady Bronx. Lady Bronx 7-4 on the season under first-year head coach J.C. Holloway. The assistant coaches Kurt Leader and Holly Myers. Here's the starting lineup. Wearing number 5, a 5'5" junior, averaging 4.5 points per game, Sarah Wright. Sarah also pulls down just under 3 rebounds per game. Wearing number 10, a 5'10" sophomore, 6.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game, Sammy Vogel. Wearing number 20, a 5'4" junior, averaging 9 points per game, grabbing 3.5 rebounds, Tegan Bachman. Wearing number 24, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging just under 10 points per contest, grabbing just under 7 rebounds per game, Jared Davidson. And Brooke Roth, a 5'11" junior, averages just over 4.5 points per game, grabs 3.5 rebounds per game. Brooke Roth wears number 30 for the Lady Bronx. And it looks like we will break for the singing of our national anthem. And I always love to see the groups come out to do the national anthem, then I don't get a copyright claim. So we will take a break. And looks like a choir group from Goodland High School. And a great job by the vocal group from Goodland High School. Here in the Max Jones Fieldhouse.
First for our visitors from Lakin. Up 5'6", junior number 5, Sarah Wright. The 5'10" sophomore number 10, Samantha Vogel.
No, it's taking his, okay. So one switch in the starting lineup. Tegan Bachman is not here with the Lady Bronx. And starting in her place is number 14, a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 3.5 points per game, Kinsey Lohman Fuller. So a little bit of a change in the starting lineup for the Lady Bronx tonight. So the introduction now as they turn the lights off here in the field house for the introduction of the Goodland Cowgirls. Goodland 11-2 once again on the season. They did lose this past Saturday night in the finals of the Colby Orange and Black Classic, losing to Life Prep Academy by the score of 57-48. The Goodland Cowgirls come in averaging 53 points per game. They grab 30.5 rebounds per game, and they shoot 53% from the free throw line. If that's one weakness that this team has, and that is from the charity stripe. The Lady Bronx come in averaging 43.5 points per game. They shoot 33% from the field. They grab 33 rebounds, and they shoot 55.7% from the free throw line. So just a little bit better than Goodland does. Goodland, like I said, at 53%. First of, actually, look at it, from now until a week from tonight, the Lady Bronx and Bronx will play 4 games in the next 8 days. Of course, we're here tonight. Monday is the makeup game with Syracuse at Lakin, and Tuesday night is with Wichita County at Lakin, and then next Friday going to Cimarron and bring Jared in now. But, you know, Jared, you think about it, with 4 games in the next 8 days, that's just almost going to darn near wrap up the regular season. Got a home game with Wiley Deerfield and a road game to Hugerton, and that's going to about wrap it up.
Yep, sure happened quick.
It goes
like
quick.
It just flew by.
Oh, I know. It goes by so quickly anymore. And so we're about to set things off here. Lindsey Cure and Sammy Vogel tip things off, and it's controlled by the Cowgirls. Haley Bierman with the basketball. Bierman actually starting for Mitchick tonight. Starting for Olivia Lehman. Cure with it at the left elbow, guarded by Sammy. Pass in the paint off the hands of Haley Bierman, and it goes to the Lady Bronx. Haley Bierman, a 5'5" sophomore, averaging 2.5 points per game. Just underway, no score. Lady Bronx with their first possession. Lady Bronx going from our left to our right in this opening half. Kinsey with it out on the right wing. Up top with it is in the opener of the Goodland topside tip-off. Goodland all over the Lady Bronx by the score of 53-12. Haley Bierman with the ball. Dribbles to the right side. Lakin in a 2-3 zone. Now Bierman to the near side, up top to Mitchick. Weeder on the drive, hits it in the paint. Alexa Weeder with her first bucket, and Goodland on the board. Lohman Fuller in the corner. Inlet pass to Sammy in the paint, knocked away. Mitchick up the floor, Weeder in the paint. Cure blocked by Sammy. Sammy tried to keep it alive, but a good effort that time by Sammy Vogel in the paint. Blocking the 6-foot Alexa Weeder. Goodland inbound on the sideline in front of the Lady Bronx bench. Haley Bierman with it. Up top to Alexa Weeder with the 3. It's off the back iron, won't go. Lindsey Cure with the offensive board. In the paint, double team, looking for space, but she walked with it. Olivia Lehman into the lineup for Goodland. Lady Bronx inbound on their baseline. Now the officials having them do some little warm-up, some wardrobe fixing. Tie 'em, tuck 'em. Sammy on the floor, hands it off to Sarah. Sarah back to Sammy. Sammy turns, puts it up off the glass. Sarah picks up the dribble, looking for help. Bounce pass near side, picked off by Mitchik. Mitchik up the near side, layup, good. And a timeout on the floor called by Goodland. 30-second timeout, we'll leave it right here. First of two games here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Lady Bronx, as we speak, the Bronx will follow. It's out to a 6-point Goodland lead. Pass to the corner, knocked away by Haley Bierman.
I don't know what's wrong with the Wi-Fi, but we're kind of having a little bit of issues like we did during the tournament.
Just running slow?
Yeah. So I don't know how it looks on everyone else's end, but...
Okay. You know, and it's fast Wi-Fi too. I don't understand it. I guess timeline. Over to Sarah. Corner attempted for Kinsey. Knocked away by Haley Bierman. Lakin will keep the possession. And Sophie Vandernapp into the lineup for Lakin. 4:07 to go first quarter. You know, it's real funny with that Wi-Fi because then there were times that it'll just run lights out.
Yeah.
Then it'll slow down, then it'll run good. So I don't understand it.
So I'm trying to
Okay.
make it better.
Let's hope it's working okay. Davidson on the wing, up top to Sarah. Right dribbles near side. Bounce pass, Kinsey. Ball is loose and last touched by Loman Fuller. And it's out of bounds to Goodland. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Goodland on top, 11-2. Bierman crosses over, brings it near side. Lakin still in a 2-3 zone. Now cross court to Emma Lehman. In the corner to Mitchik. Lehman in the far corner to Mitchik. Back to Bierman. Bierman from 16. It's in and out, won't go. Olivia Lehman with the offensive board. Up top, Emma Lehman thought about it. Now inside to Olivia. Olivia missed. Put back by Cure is good. Lindsay Cure with the putback. Goodland has scored 11 straight, and they lead it by 11. Near corner to Davidson. Double team looking for help. Out on the wing now to Sarah. Back to Jarrah in the corner. Lob underneath. And Sophie gives it up to Sammy, who puts it in. Pass knocked away by Sarah. Pass was intended for Lindsay Cure. Cross-court pass to Sammy, now on the wing to Kinsey. Jarrah off the dribble, walked before she put it in play. And it'll go back to Goodland. 2:17 to go, opening quarter. Alexa Weeder back into the lineup for Goodland. Cowgirls on top, 13-4. Goodland. Sammy to inbound, full court.
Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with all this, but it'll like go excellent for a little while, and then it'll go back down to poor, and then. So sorry if there's problems at home, but hopefully you can at least still hear us every once in a while.
Lady Bronx basketball, inlet pass. Davidson double teamed. Now gets it back to Sarah Wright. Across the timeline. Under a minute and a half to go. Right wing to Davidson. Bounce pass near side. Reagan Shavira in during that timeout. Sammy falling to the floor. Finds Reagan. Sarah dribbles back out of the corner looking for space. Ball knocked away. Lakin will inbounds on the near sideline. Want to send well wishes to the Bachman family. Tegan not with us tonight. They had a family emergency. And we want to send out best wishes to the family in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Safe travels and hope everything is okay. Got a text from Kim. Kim is in Utah, watching us from Utah. So, hello, Kim. Brooke Groth checking back in for the Lady Bronx. 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a 12-point Goodland lead. Their biggest of the quarter. I guess it would be half too, but
Yeah.
we haven't got that far yet. Near corner, Emma Lehman with it. Goodland might be content just to work off the final 30-some seconds. And about the time I say that, Lehman fires from long range. It's off the back iron. Telexa Weeder with the offensive board for the Cowgirls. Cure off the elbow, out to Weeder, top of the key, Mitchick. They just work the passing game around the arc. Weeder, right side, three, won't go. Lindsay Cure at the rebound. Out on the wing, Mitchick, now on the drive, out to Lehman. Just inside the three-point line, it's short. Cure with the offensive board, won't go on the putback, high off the glass, won't go. And that'll do it for our first quarter. After the first 8 minutes of play, the Lady Bronx.
Home improvements that have had to wait. The dream vacation your family deserves. Even college tuition. Garden City State Bank can help you make it all happen now, not someday. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the value of your home, and the interest may be tax deductible. Plus, there are no closing costs, no application fees, and no annual fees. A fast, easy, convenient home equity line of credit from Garden City State Bank, a branch of the Kearney County Bank. Subject
Will be Lady Bronx basketball. Nayeli Monroy into the lineup for Lakin as we start this second quarter.
The second half.
Lady Bronx with the inbounds, long out front to Reagan. Man-to-man defense played by Goodland. Near side to Monroy. And stolen away by Cure. Cure up the floor, missed the layup, too strong off the glass. Sarah Wright with the rebound, brings it up the near side. Back to Sarah, underneath Brooke. Brooke from the low post, looking for help. Back out on the wing, and Sarah walked with it. Haley Bierman across the timeline. Pass to the low post. Alexa Weeder hits the shot, and she's fouled. And we'll go to the line with the and one. Brooke Groth with the foul. First team foul. First foul on either team, and we're 6:40 to go in the half. And the free throw is good. 3-point play converted. Now we've got a whistle. See what the two officials need to visit about. Okay, they changed the foul. It was on Sammy instead of Brooke.
I was going to say, I thought it was on Sammy.
Lady Bronx with the inbounds. Trailing now by 17.
Well, hopefully the stream's a little bit better. I don't want to say anything to jinx it, but it
Okay.
seems like it's running somewhat smooth at the moment.
Tie-up called, and I'll tell you what, I don't buy that one.
Nah.
And I have to be careful what I say, but that's 2 times down that Lindsey Keir has been all over the body of Samantha Vogel. And nothing called, and we turn it over. Weeder, the 3 from the left corner, nothing but net. Alexa Weeder with the 3-pointer. She has 8. And just like that, it's a 20-point Lady Bronx deficit. Turnover out front, goes back to Goodland. Jared Davidson back in the lineup for the Lady Bronx. You know, think about it. You know, you look at Lakin, as young as the Lady Bronx are, you look at Goodland's lineup, holy cow, they all come back.
Yep.
All but one. Backside pass, Weeder, the head fake, stepped in off the baseline, missed the shot. Brooke with the rebound, the outlet to Sarah. Sammy posting up out on the elbow.
Yep.
And another Lady Bronx turnover. 5:35 to go in the first half. Goodland has scored 11 straight.
Okay, we do have word that it's streaming better. It's actually playing more than it's buffering now, so
Okay.
that's good to know.
Off the miss, Mitchick has her shot blocked by Davidson, blocked by Sammy, but a foul called. And that's 2 fouls on Samantha Vogel. That'll send Jackson Mitchick to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is too strong. Kinsey Loman Fuller into the lineup for Lakin. Lindsey Keir back in for the Lady Cowgirls. Well, for the Cowgirls. Get too much into the habit of lady this, lady that, but it's just the Cowgirls. So I'm sure I'll be correcting myself a lot. Either that or you will.
Mm-hmm.
Second free throw up and good. Mitchick with 7 points. Sarah takes it to the baseline. Kinsey drives from the right side. Shot won't go, but the foul called. The foul, I believe, is on Haley Bierman. We'll wait and get the call from the official, and it is. First foul on Bierman. First foul on the Cowgirls in this first half. Lakin's got 2 fouls, both on Sammy. Kinsey with the free throw, off the back iron, won't go. Second opportunity upcoming. Kinsey came into the night a 67% free throw shooter, 8 of 12 on the year. And she hit the second one. That halts a 12-0 Goodland run. Mitchick well beyond the arc. Near side now back to Mitchick. Mitchick and Bierman playing catch. Touch pass to the corner. Olivia Lehman with the 3. It's off the back iron, but the rebound chased down by Emma Lehman. And the ball knocked away, picked off by Kinsey Loman Fuller. 4.5 to play first half. Monroy pass underneath. Jarrah the shot. She's fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul will be on Olivia Lehman. That's her first. Second team foul. Jarrah on the season, a 58% free throw shooter. Nothing but net on the first attempt. Alexa Weeder back into the lineup for the Cowgirls. Reagan Shavira ready to check back in for the Lady Bronx. Jera rolls the second free throw off. Goodland basketball. Lehman directing traffic from the far wing. Up top is Bierman. Near side Weeder. Pass underneath. It was over the head of Lindsey Kier. Nayeli Monroy got a hand on it. Couldn't keep it alive. Reagan checks in with 4:02 to go in the first half. Seem to be working a little bit better now, Jared?
Yep.
Okay. Bierman with the inbounds on the wing, up top to Emma Lehman. Weeder off the drive, kicks it to the near side as Bierman dribbles back out. Weeder with the long three out front, got the roll. Alexa Weeder now in double figures with 11. That's just a product of just good patient passing. Lakin's in a zone, so Goodland's able to pass out on the wings. Lob underneath, shot by Brooke, blocked by Weeder. And Goodland goes the other way with it. Weeder another three, rolled it in. Looked like the last shot from the other side. Just got enough of the rim to roll it through. 25-point Goodland lead. Pass to Davidson on the backside, over everything. Brooke with the offensive rebound, stolen away by Emma Lehman. Pass up the floor, Weeder. Bounce pass into Kier. Kier turns, hits it, and she's fouled. Foul is on Kinsey Lohman Fuller, her first. Sammy will check back into the lineup. Jaxie Mitchell checks back in for the Cowgirls. Here at the line for the and one. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Rebound loose. Lehman goes to the floor but keeps it alive. Shot off the front of the rim. Monroy with the rebound for the Lady Bronx. 2:12 to go, first half. Davidson on the near wing, off the dribble. He almost walked with it. To Kinsey. Now they kick it back out front to Reagan, reset the offense. And an offensive foul. And that's 3 fouls on Sammy Vogel. The problem with that, she went to set the screen, but she rolled off of it as soon as the girl got there. You know?
I think it was all right.
You just need to hold it for half a step, and you might get the call going the other way. 1:53 to go. 3 out front by Weeder. That is short. And Jera must have stepped on the inline. Kinsey tried to keep it alive, and Kinsey is coming out. She hit it. She hit her head.
Busted her lip open or something.
Yeah, she hit her face on the floor when she was trying to save that in over there, and she goes to the bench. Well, I don't see blood.
Definitely a chin shot off the floor, though.
Yeah. 3 from the corner. Off the mark, Mitchell with the offensive board. Kicks it out front. Bierman with the 3 out front. Got it. Goodland can just hit you from so many ways. Davidson the 3 from the left side. In and out, won't go. Reagan Shavira comes away with the offensive board. Long pass out front. Sarah with it. Over to Davidson. Goodland for the foul out front. Goodland flashing the 1-3-1 that they played Lakin in December. That foul on to Alexa Weeder, her first. Third team foul. Lakin basketball. Minute 5 to go. Pass in the corner, knocked away by Bierman. Intended for Davidson. Lakin will keep it. They'll just move down the near sideline. Sarah to inbounds, up top to Ann Sophie. Over to Sarah, stolen away by Mitchick. Mitchick, the layup, good. Mitchick with 9. And stolen away once again by Kier. Up the floor, Weeder, left-handed layup, hits it. Weeder with 16 points in this first half. Wide open underneath, and Sophie Vandernap there with the layup. Nice inlet pass underneath. And Sophie able to put it up and in. That stopped a 15-0 run by the Cowgirls. 3 separate runs have scored all but 2 points for the Cowgirls. 3 seconds, three-pointer is long. Sarah Wright with the rebound. And that'll do it for our first half. Lady Bronx trailing at the half by the score of 40-8. So with that, we'll take a timeout. And when we come back, we'll have the first half numbers. We'll talk to Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools.
Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank, the agency of Lakin and Garden City. Flashbacks Diner of Lakin, Lakin Drug, Shelter Insurance of Gwen Wechter, the Golden Plains Credit Union, the Lakin Recreation Commission, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, Shorty's Tooth Cafe, the Kearney County Community Development Ralph Goodnight, Hendricks Welding, Brad Hendricks, Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ripsema, D-Bach Metals, and the Stampede.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. We're at the half. The Lady Bronx trailing Goodland by the score of 40-8. Let's look at the scoring first for Goodland. Alexa Weeder leading all scorers with 16 points. Jaxie Mitchick follows with 9. Lindsey Kier with 6. Olivia Lehman with 3. Emma Lehman with 3. And Haley Bierman with 3. From the free throw line, Goodland 2 for 4 from the stripe in the first half. Scoring for the Lady Bronx, not a whole lot. Sammy Vogel leading the way with 4 points, and Sophie Vandernap with 2, and Kenzie Lohman-Fuller and Jared Davidson with a free throw apiece. First of 2 games here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Our second game will be the 3-peat High Plains League Tournament champion Bronx going up against the Goodland Cowboys in a rematch from back in December. Now we're joined by the 3-peat head coach of the Lakin Bronx, Nate Schmidt. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like that ring? I can see that smile on your face.
Yeah, I don't know. It meant a lot to us. That's why you see the smile. I mean, I was extremely happy for the boys that they got to experience it. It was something that they set out to do, and when you can just be a part of a group that sets out to accomplish something, invest the time in order to do it, and then reaches the goal, and then you get to be a part of the celebration and stuff, it was really special. Nothing against the other ones that we've won, but that one was a fun one, just because of the way it all happened and stuff. So yeah, that's what the smile's from.
Well, you hear from athletes on TV that win championships, and one thing that they'll tell you, winning never gets old.
No, it definitely doesn't.
And like you said, it's not that one means more than the other, but it's they're all special, but the most recent one is the most special at that time, I guess. So the thing about it, though, the Bronx, with no game on Tuesday, and thank goodness there were no games because there wouldn't have been, and then you'd have had to reschedule some stuff. So, but now with the time off and all the excitement and how the Bronx handled that this week, no school on Tuesday, no practice, and then you come off of that high, but how have they handled it with this week to get ready for tonight?
Well, obviously there was nothing on Sunday, and then Monday we gave the varsity Monday off and kind of focused our attention on the JV and the C-team guys, and because not just physically, mentally, emotionally, that was a lot for us, and so we gave them Monday off, and we went Tuesday morning, for an hour, and then Wednesday we were able to get in, a little bit in practice, and then obviously our pre-practice yesterday, and we're ready to play again. I like not playing the Tuesday back from the High Plains League tournament because there's just so much that goes into it, but we got our practices in, and we're ready to play again, so it'll be exciting to get back on the court tonight and get going again. Yeah,
and actually I said no school, that there was school on Tuesday, it just was let out early, so but no, what an exciting weekend. And the thing about it is, you talk about they're ready to play. They're teenagers. Yeah. They're versions of the Energizer Bunny. Of course, they get a little tired, but if you ask them what they want to do, they want to play. And if there'd have been no school, but they could have had open gym, where they'd have been. They've been in open gyms. So I have no doubt that they're ready to play. The Bronx 9-2 on the season. I had a chance to talk to Ross Volkmer, the play-by-play voice of Goodland basketball, and he said what amazes him about Lakin, and he says there's so many teams that he's around, and especially Goodland, he says everybody wants to be Lakin because Lakin gets up and down the floor fast. They shoot, for one, they shoot a lot of threes, and hey, tell me a kid that doesn't want to fire up a three. But that was one of the comments that he said that was so neat, and he said what's amazing is this team has two 20-point scorers, and you just don't see that on a lot of basketball teams.
Yeah, I might have to argue with him a little bit that everybody wants to be Lakin because, sometimes I get the impression that that's definitely not the case.
Yeah.
But I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
It's funny every time we run into coaches that we played against in high school, and they all say the same thing, like, my goodness, I would have loved to play that way in high school. And, of course, it was because we all like to shoot the ball, and so we kind of have free reign with our guys to shoot it. But, I think people, they may not, they don't have to like what we do, but at least they have to respect what we do because it's very difficult. There's a lot of teams that see it and they say, oh, well, I want to do that, but not really sure they know what all goes into it. It's a complete buy-in and commitment to play the style that we play, and, it forces you to play extremely hard, and so that's something that our guys do, and, I meeting with Coach Fiegel, he says, man, a lot of guys walk through this door and say this is what they want to do, and they never come back because they find out how hard it is and how committed you have to be to it. But, it is 1,000% everything that we do. It's surrounded by our press and the way we play and our style. And, but what it also creates is, we've had, 3, soon to be 4, 1,000-point scorers in the last 5 or 6 years because we've committed to the style. It creates more possessions. It allows guys to score the ball more and shoot the ball more. And, so it's a fun style to watch. And you mentioned the 2 20-point scorers. And, serves well on his way to becoming the next 1,000-point scorer.
Yeah.
And then you've got Allen, who's averaging 20 and 10 a game, and I'm not sure I've ever coached a kid that's averaged a double-double, let alone 20 and 10. I mean, that's just super impressive. Very remarkable what those two have done to lead us this year.
And the thing about it is what they do, the supporting cast is very good in itself, too. Connor Hudson, still looking at his stats, only averages 9 points a game, but they're into that lead up into the league tournament. He was putting together 15, 16, 17-point games. So, and we've talked about it many times. You've got two 20-point scorers, and you got another kid that can go off for 15. Coulter's going to give you around 10. Pablo's just going to just work his tail off. He doesn't look to score, but he's going to get those little things that make this team better. But the supporting cast really is what makes those 20-point scores even better.
Yeah, and if you told me, you said Connor's averaging 9 a game. Like if you told me, like, hey, would you take 9 a game from Connor without playing a single? Yep, absolutely, I would, because that's that you're essentially you're getting 30, you're getting 60 a game pretty much from those three, and and Pablo does. It's every year we talk about this, we have one of those guys that finds a way to work themselves into the starting lineup just by pure work, toughness, defense, rebounding, charges, and then that's Pablo. And at any time, I remember what it was like as a freshman when I played, and it was just like, go out there and try to impress your coach. Don't let the other guys on the team down, and you play to not make mistakes. And then we're asking, Coulter, who just turned 15, to go out there and make plays for us. And he's a freshman averaging double figures, and that's just silly. That's just, he's been remarkable. He's done an excellent job, and he's going to be the face of our program, in the future. And then you've got Chakey and Eric, who, what a massive advantage it is for them to get to experience this as freshmen. Think about how good those two guards are going to be by the time they're seniors, because of the big games they've played in and the experience that they've had. And I know those three seniors are huge, and it's kind of a little bit of an end of an era, but there's getting to be a really special one getting ready to get started here again, as soon as those guys graduate.
Exactly. Real quickly, though, Lakin had a week off since winning the High Plains League basketball tournament. Now, Lakin's going to play, counting tonight, 4 games in the next 8 days. So here we are back again. Can be an exhausting time.
Well, we talk about teenagers, they got to love it. That means no practice in all games. So they got to be excited about that. And as a coach, I love practice, and game days just wear me out. So, they'll enjoy it and all stress. So
yeah, exactly. Well, Coach, thanks a lot for coming up and visiting with us. Good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you when we're done.
Okay.
Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt, as the Broncs get set to battle the Cowboys here tonight in our second game. We start the second half. Lakin with the possession and a foul called right off the bat. And Jared sets back in. Sorry, Jared. We always make your job harder because we start before you get back in. We're hanging out before you get back in here.
Yeah, it's all good.
The foul is called on. Oh, I better change my sheets back. Davidson stops off the elbow from 15 feet. That's an air ball. And the foul was on Lindsay Cure, and that was her first foul of the second half. So 7:39 to go, third quarter, just underway, second half. Lady Broncs trail it 40-8. Lakin still in a 3-2 zone. Mitchick, cross court to Bierman, in the corner, Weeder. Wings it clear up top. Now to Kier at the free throw line. Near side, Emma Lehman with the 3. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Kier with the rebound, backs into the paint. Now works it out front to Lehman. Goodland resets the offense. Weeder from the right side, 3. That's off the iron. Kinsey runs the rebound down in the corner. Trapped. Out to Brooke. Now we'll give it up to Sarah. Sarah crosses over. Pass knocked away by Weeder, intended for Davidson. Lakin will inbound in the corner to our left. Sarah to inbound. That That might have been a backcourt. I'm not sure.
I
I know Kinsey, it was a good idea to try to keep it in the front court, but if she just goes ahead and lets it go to the backcourt, she could have had it
Then
with no,
grab it,
no problem. But it was off of Jarrah back into the backcourt, but we keep playing. And the traveling violation on the wing gives it back to Goodland. So, yeah, you had that same look on your face as I did when that play happened, but hey, it's 40-8. Throw us a bone.
Yeah.
6.5 to go in the third. Goodland basketball. Up top with it is Mitchick. On the far side, Weeder in the corner. They work the passing game around the arc. Kier at the free throw line. Olivia Lehman in and out from 16. Davidson with the rebound. Out front, nearly stolen by Kier. She walked with it. It'll stay with the Lady Bronx. Lady Bronx back home with back-to-back games on Monday and Tuesday next week, and then travel to Cimarron on Friday. Inbounds pass knocked away by Weeder. Sarah just moves down the sideline to put this ball in play. Oh, no, I talked about, Deerfield, Wiley, and Hughton. There's a road trip to Scott City thrown in there, too. Double dribble by Bierman in the backcourt. Lady Bronx will get it back. So by this time next week, it'll be game number 15. Scott City, Deerfield, Wiley, Hugoton. I'm forgetting somebody. There's one game I know I'm forgetting. Davidson with the long inbounds out front. Off the dribble, works it back out to Sarah. Not that it really matters. We got time to figure it out, but Sarah, three from the top of the key. Got it. Sarah Wright stops and hits it from the college three.
You're missing Elkhart.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we still got to go to Elkhart. Yep. On the baseline, blocked, but a foul called.
I believe Brooke.
Brooke and Jarrah both there. The foul will be on Brooke. That's her first.
So now I can finally mark that as her first foul.
Yeah, me too, because I had crossed that one out earlier as well. Haley Bierman at the line for two. Haley, a 54% free throw shooter. That one's off the side of the rim. Lindsay Kier back into the lineup for the Cowgirls. You made the comment when we pulled into town, it seems like every time we come to Goodland, it's either snowed or snowing.
Yep, it never fails.
And I'll tell you what, sitting on this north side with this door behind us, it's chilly.
Yeah, during the tournament we had sun to at least keep it warm through here. It's actually pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Not so much this time.
I've talked to Marty Lehman, the AD, to put in some thermal glass. Sammy, the catch and shoot from 15. She leads the Lady Bronx with 6. Bierman on the far wing. Goodland working it around the arc. Bierman, that was Lehman on the baseline. Emma running baseline, has it in the near corner. Into Kier. Kier with the head fake. Shot over Sammy won't go, but Kier with the offensive rebound. Long pass near side. Emma Lehman with the three. Got it. Emma Lehman with her second three. She's got 6. Sammy out front, walked with it. It's too bad she walked with it. I like the idea that she was going to pull up from 3.
Yeah.
I like the idea there. You know what? Broaden that game a little bit. You know, we know her spots down below in the post, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with stepping out and hitting one once in a while. If she can develop that range, that's just another part of the arsenal. 3 out front, nothing but net by Telexa Weeder. She's got 19 to lead all scorers. .34 lead, matches the biggest for Goodland in this half. Davidson, the offensive board, missed the putback. Groth with the offensive putback is good. First basket by Brooke Groth tonight. Weeder in the paint, got the roll, and a Lakin foul called. I think that's going to be on Sammy. So an and one coming up for Telexa Weeder, and that is foul number 4 on Sammy. Weeder with her second and one opportunity tonight. And she completes it. Weeder with 22 points to lead all scorers. It's a 35-point Goodland lead. Kinsey Loman Fuller out front has it stolen by Weeder. Weeder steps in, layup, good. You know, what can you say? This Goodland team is just that good. I mean, they've got every girl on the floor is a threat to score. Near steal out front. Kinsey knocks it away, but it's out of bounds. We'll go to the Cowgirls. Line change for Goodland. Haley Blocklinger, Jacelyn Horenick, Jordan Owens. Let's see who else into the lineup. Hannah Kumaro and Hayden Blocklinger. Steal out front. Sarah has it. It's a 1-on-4 break. Hesitates. Now kicks it back out to Kinsey. From the top, in and out, won't go. Battle for the rebound, pulled out of there by Haley Blocklinger. Near side, Kumaro with it. Into Jordan Owens. Knocked away from behind by Nayeli Monroy, back in the lineup for Lakin. Reagan Shavira back in the lineup for the Lady Bronx. 1:45 to go.
Checking in for the Lady Bronx, Reagan Shavira. Replacing Kinsey Loman Fuller.
Horenick to inbound. Off the glass by Haley Blocklinger. Basket is good. Stolen away in a far corner by Kumaro. She'll bring it up near side. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Stops on the wing, up top to Blocklinger. Inlet pass to Owens, knocked away. Chased down by Jacelyn Horenick. Horenick off the left elbow, got it to fall. Long pass to the far corner, ball knocked away, and a foul called on Reagan. That'll be her first. Second Lady Bronx team foul in the second half.
Third team foul in the half.
Third team foul, okay. I got a text. They say the feed's working good now.
Okay, good. Hopefully it's not like that for the boys' game
Yeah.
as well.
Go not too loud. We don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
Appreciate the text. Under 30 seconds to go. Lakin with the basketball. Sarah with it, far side, now dribbles to the near side. Stops. Finds Monroy on the right wing. Davidson from the top of the key, hits the layup, and will go to the line.
Basket was good for Jared Davidson. The foul was called against Haley Blocklinger. Her first
Haley Blocklinger with the foul. Jarrah at the line with the and one. And converts. Underneath. Missed by Hayden Blocklinger. And the ball out of bounds to Lakin with 2.5 seconds to play in the third quarter. And that'll do it. After 3 periods of play, the Lady Broncs trailing Goodland by the score of 56-18. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter. It'll be a quick one. The clock will run in the final 8 minutes. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Lady Bronc basketball.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
8 minutes on the clock. Teams are back out on the floor. We're ready for the fourth and final quarter. Will be a running clock with the 38-point Goodland lead. Top of the key. Kumarel with it, near side to Hrenik. Inside off the glass, Jordan Owens lays it in. Timeout called. Full timeout called by Lady Broncs and J.C. Holloway. With that timeout, we're going to take a quick one as well. A lot of great sponsors to make LakinSports.com possible. We'll be back after this.
Fred Ripsema established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet. It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with a wellness center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
Lakin basketball, 7:32 remaining in the contest. In the corner, Monroy, long pass out front, stolen away by Jocelyn Hrenik. Stops at the elbow, off the glass, won't go. And the rebound comes off to Jordan Owens, but she's fouled. Nayeli Monroy with the foul, that's her first. Fourth team foul on the Lady Broncs. Fouls have not been a problem at all tonight. Neither team has ever reached the bonus. A 5-second count called, and Lakin will get the ball back. Clock running, 6:55. Goodland starters and early subs, they've seen their night come to an end. Davidson from the corner. Pass near side to Reagan. Now she'll give it back to Jared. Jared dribbles, now stops. Lakin working it around the arc. Reagan, nice step in around the defender. Just couldn't quite control the basketball. Briella Rubio into the lineup for Goodland. She has it on the far wing. Now to Blocklinger on the low block. They work it back outside the arc. Hayden Blocklinger with it. Pass to Owens. Turns, hits it over Monroy. Jordan Owens just turned and put it off the glass. Backcourt violation on Lakin. And it goes back to Goodland. 5:12, clock running. Hannah Kumarell back into the lineup for Goodland. And Sophie Vandernap back in for the Lady Bronx. Goodland with their biggest lead, 60-18. Kumarell into Blocklinger. And a 3-second violation called against the Cowgirls. Aaron Urey into the lineup for Lakin. Jacelyn Herenick back into the lineup for Goodland. Clock running, 4:22. Sarah around the screen. Now works it far side to Jarrah. Jarrah on the dribble. Nothing there. They'll kick it back out. Jarrah fires from the right wing. That shot is short. Aaron Urey saves it back in, but right at Rubio. Owens. What do you got?
I don't think that was a travel. Feet stayed set, and you can put the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Unless maybe she hit the inline, but.
Yeah, I think he made the traveling indication though. And you are right. I think the traveling call would have been my call too, but Sarah takes it to the baseline. Now double team. And Sophie grabs it but travels with it. Hayden Blocklinger back into the lineup for Goodland. 3 minutes to go. Goodland, the number 7 team in Class 3A, will improve to 12-2 on the season. Lady Bronx will fall to 7-5 if my count is right. Battling for the loose ball, and Sophie Vandernap can't control it. It's out of bounds off her fingertips. Goodland will inbound. Foul on the shot in the paint. And that foul will be on Sammy Vogel. Sammy fouls out with 6 points. Blocklinger with 2 fouls. First one off the mark, second one upcoming. Jordan Owens waiting to come back in. Clock continues to run at 1:45. And free throw is good.
Bringing to the Cowgirls, Jordan Owens. Replacing Haley Lakin.
Pass near side. Aaron Urey with it in the corner. Davidson. She fires from three, short off the front of the rim. Aaron kept the rebound alive for Lakin. Naomi Monroy had it, and a foul called on Goodland. Briella Rubio with the foul, her first. Under a minute to play. Pass to Nayeli in the paint. Another Goodland foul. Clock continues to run. Jordan Owens with the foul. Just the fourth team foul on Goodland. Haley Blocklinger back in the lineup for the Cowgirls. 35 seconds to go in the ballgame. Lakin to inbound on the baseline. Sarah to do the honors. And Sophie off the glass, won't go. She's fouled. Will go to the line to shoot two. Foul will go against Hannah Kumaro. And Sophie at the line to shoot two. And Sophie on the year, a 50% free throw shooter. Gets two chances here. Got that one to fall. And Sophie with three off the bench. And they politely stop the clock at 3 seconds just so the horn doesn't go off as she's trying to attempt free throws, and then the clock doesn't start. Wild three from the near side by Kumaro. They probably would have counted it, but shouldn't have, because the clock should have been running. But that'll do it for our contest here tonight. The Lady Broncs falling to Goodland by the score of 61-20. We're going to take a timeout and look at the game totals. When we come back, we'll have them for you. Then we'll get set for Broncs basketball action coming up here shortly. We'll be back right after this.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks with you, along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight. Our first of two games is in the books. The Lady Broncs falling to Goodland by the score of 61-20. Here's the totals. First for the Cowgirls, Telexa Weeder led all scorers with 24 points. Jackson Mitchell followed with 9. We're just going to read down the list. Lindsay Keir with 6. Emma Lehman with 6. Olivia Lehman with 3. Haley Bierman with 4. Jordan Owens with 4. Haley Blocklinger with 3, and Jacelyn Herenick with 2 points. From the free throw line, Goodland 5 of 9 from the stripe on the night. For the Lady Broncs, Sammy Vogel leading the way with 6 points. She fouled out with 2:15 to play in the contest. Jared Davidson follows with 4, and Sophie Vandernap off the bench with 4. Sarah Wright with a 3, Brooke Groth with 2, and Kinsey Lohman Fuller with a free throw. From the free throw line, Lakin 5 of 7 on the game. They were 2 for 4 in the first half, 3 for 3 in the second half, finished 5 of 7. With the loss, Lakin falls to 7 and 5. Goodland improves to 12 and 2. And that's going to do it for our broadcast here with the Lady Broncs. We're going to sign out, get set for Broncs basketball action. We'll be back on the air in about, give us about 10 minutes. They've got the clock running. Lakin's not even on the floor warming up. Goodland's out there. They don't even have they've got the clock running, but Lakin's getting ready to come out. I can see them in the tunnel. So we'll take a timeout. I want to thank all the sponsors for making Lakin Broncs Sports YouTube possible. And Jared, once again with the production, you worked your miracles once again. I think the streaming got better as it went along. So thanks for all you do. Let's sign it off. We'll get set for Broncs basketball action. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.